you all to Door India. What I am going to tell you is all about the word M, Y, T, H, S, myths, which you all may know, but still let me explain you the meaning. A group of people, they add information from their own perspective on a certain group of people without having any knowledge, and they pass comment about their cultures to others. Is it the right way to do so? No. The same way, when hearing people see the deaf community, they pretend to know about the deaf culture and identity, and they put information from their own hand and they pass it to others, which is absolutely wrong. Here are some questions related to this. Question number 1. Do you think deaf people uses the same sign language all over the world? When hearing person travels to a mall or a hotel, and when that person sees deaf people communicating with each other in sign language. And the same person travels to Delhi, he also sees the same thing. And the same scene he sees in Japan. So that the person starts to think the deaf person in the mall, Delhi and Japan using the same sign language. So the hearing person thinks that the sign language is same all over the world, which is not true. Now I will explain you. Do you think hearing people uses the same spoken language all over the world? No. They all have their own spoken language. For example, in India, Gujarat, Tamil Nadu and other countries like Russia, Australia and France, does they all use the same spoken language? No. The same way it's with the deaf community too. In India, the deaf people from different states uses their own sign languages and the people from different countries uses their own sign languages. Example, in India, Indian Sign Language. In America, American Sign Language. Like that many languages are there. Hope you all understood. Question number 2. Is sign language same as gestures? You have seen an answer for the previous question, right? So hearing people have already labeled deaf people as people who use gestures to communicate. What really the problem is? Let me explain it to you. Let me give you an example. A person keeps walking in search of finding the railway station and he is confused too. As he walks, he sees a person and taps on his shoulder, and the other person turns around and asks him what. So he, the deaf person, asks the hearing person in sign language where the railway station was. But this hearing person does not know sign language and he was unable to understand. So in order to convey this message, the deaf person makes use of gestures, and at this time the hearing person nods his head and points towards the destination. Now the deaf has understood where the railway station is, and thanks to him. Here what happened is that the hearing person thinks that the sign languages are gestures, and he shares this information with others that sign languages are gestures. A misunderstanding occurs here. The deaf people have natural sign languages, but the hearing people have a different perspective about deaf people, and so they see them as people who use gestures to communicate. That's really a wrong thought. We have our own natural sign language for communication, but the group of hearing people label us differently. What exactly is the problem? For example, communication. Do deaf people communicate to hearing people through natural sign language? Does this hearing people understand sign language? No, they cannot understand it, so they make use gestures like water, where, to make it understandable for hearing. It is a must to understand that the deaf people have natural sign language for communication purposes. There is a lot of misunderstanding among the hearing people about deaf community, and that is a major problem. So it is better to get involved in the deaf community and find out them. Sign languages have their own grammar, facial expressions, movements that can help hearing people to understand. For example, Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, all natural languages for communication. Hope you all understood. Thank you.